I'm Gary Herman with the Alexander County Economic Development Corporation, and we're working on our Buy Local Alexander County campaign. This is the Alexander County Business Spotlight. We're here at the Cottage Quilt Shop. They're located at 100 South Center Street in Taylorsville, the former Duke Power building, as some of our local residents would remember it as. It's our pleasure to have Bill and Cynthia Shatzel, who are the owners here at the Cottage Quilt Shop, with us today. And they're letting us have a peek at their building and their products and services that they offer here today. So we're happy to be here, and we want to tell the folks out there in Alexander County all the good things that they have to offer here at the Cottage Quilt Shop. So Bill, let's start with you. I think it was back in 2008 when the Cottage Quilt Shop got its start. Tell us a little bit how the idea came about and how the shop began here in Alexander County.
Well, Cynthia had always been interested in quilting and sewing, and she had a very artistic background. And we were riding around one day, and we'd gone to a lot of quilt shops, and I asked her if she'd ever thought about opening her own shop. So she didn't say too much, and the following day when I got home from work, she was there to meet me and came out to the car and said, come on, I got to show you something. So we drove into Taylorsville, and she showed me a building that was for rent. So that was how we began, and I actually didn't know too much about quilting at the time, so we had 400 bolts of fabric, which I thought was phenomenal. Mm-hmm. And the first customer that came in kindly told me that she had more fabric at home than I had in my shop. So that was how we began, and we outgrew that small store and moved into here about 5 years ago. Okay. And the rest is history.
Well, that's a good start, and we thank you for opening your business here in Alexander County. I know several people who come to the Cottage Quilt Shop, and they've been very impressed with your knowledge and your selection. Your selection has definitely increased over the years, hasn't it? So good deal. We're going to talk to Cynthia a little bit here. I know it's always been a passion of yours, quilting, that is. So tell us more about your experience with quilting and how this became your dream to open a shop.
Well, I started out hand quilting as a child, probably started about 6 years old, and sewing garments, and I'm just kind of self-taught, and every quilt is a learning experience.
So it's always been a passion of yours, and your dream has finally come true.
That's right, and quilting can be an art form. You know, you can use the fabric as your medium.
Oh, it's definitely an art form. I'm not an artist by any means, but you walk in this store and see some of the things that you've created, and it's pretty amazing. So thank you for that. Bill, we would like to talk a little bit more about what you do offer here at the Cottage Quilt Shop. I know we have, of course, supplies, and you can buy quilts, I suppose, and you've got classes and all types of different materials. So tell us more about that.
Well, we started out with basically quilting fabric. We've gone in and we have extra wide backing now. We have batting. We have notions, including threads and needles. We got into the handy quilter business, which is a long arm quilting machine. We not only sell them, but we do quilting for people. Cynthia and the girls will finish off the quilt by squaring it off and doing binding if they want. We got into sewing machines with Baby Lock about 3 years ago, and that business has been growing. We do sewing machine repair. We do scissor sharpening while the customers wait for $4 a pair, so it's pretty reasonable. Mm-hmm. And we just have a wide array of different quilting, embroidery, and serging machines and the accessories that come with them.
Well, and quilting's, I guess, very intricate would be a good word for quilting. Tell us a little bit about the classes that you offer here. Would that be a better question for you or for Cynthia?
Probably for Cynthia.
Okay. Cynthia, tell us a little bit more about the classes that you offer if someone's interested in becoming a quilter.
We teach from beginning to advanced. Of course, our sewing machines that we sell, we have classes on using those. Beginner quilting, table runners, purses. We even do fabric jewelry. Just a variety of just anything you see in the store we probably have taught.
Very good. I'm sure the folks could learn a lot from you, and if it's something that they've been thinking they wanted to do for some time, you got a good resource right here in Alexander County at the Cottage Quilt Shop. How has your customer base, has it grown over the years in this location?
It really has. It was slow in the beginning. We do quite a bit of shows, about 4 shows a year throughout Statesville, Hickory, South Carolina, and that has expanded our customer base to a lot of people coming in from Virginia, West Virginia, South Carolina, and the local population has really started to discover us over the last couple years, and they'll come in for Christmas gifts or birthday gifts, or a big thing is baby blankets, and we'll custom make baby blankets for them or baby quilts. So it really has expanded, and people pass by here every day but don't recognize that we're here, so we got into doing barn quilts. And we display the barn quilts in our windows and out front, and that has been bringing a lot of traffic in. A lot of locals have been coming in and finding out what we have. They don't have to sew. They can come in and buy gifts for their families and friends. So it has expanded quite a bit in the last 3 years.
Wonderful. So you can go from beginner, learning how to quilt, or if you just enjoy quilts, you can buy them for gifts for family and friends. So you have something to offer for everyone. So that's great. And Bill, we'll stay with you here. Tell us a little bit more why the people should support your business here in Alexander County, as well as the other businesses here, instead of going to neighboring communities.
Well, with gas prices being high, we're local. We live in the county. We're very committed to providing good services at a reasonable price to the people here in Alexander County. It brings in tax dollars, and those tax dollars, when they're spent in Alexander County, that money comes back to us and helps us to help the town as well as the county to grow into the future and entice more businesses to come in. So we're proud to be a member of the community. We're proud of the businesses within the community, and hope to see more businesses come in.
That's a perfect answer, and the truth, every bit of it. So thank you for that, Bill. We're going to talk a little bit about your hours here and contact information. I know your website. It's a very good website. You've got www.thecottagequiltshop.com. So tell us more about your hours and how folks can get in contact with you, Cynthia.
We are open Monday through Friday, 10 to 5, and Saturday, 10 to 3. And our phone number is 828-632-1660.
Okay. Thank you. Again, that is www.thecottagequiltshop.com. And we would like to encourage everyone to stop in here. They're located at 100 South Center Street in Taylorsville. Again, that's in the old Duke Power building, but a very nice facility. Lots of good products and services here at this store, and we encourage folks to visit the Cottage Quilt Shop. Buy local, Alexander County. For more information about our Buy Local Alexander County campaign, visit the Alexander County EDC website, www.alexanderedc.org, or give us a call. It's 828-632-1161.